Welcome back, everybody. Here we are for day 99 of the Hard Space Shipbreaker No Union Challenge. Today, we're going to be hopping right back into this here Javelin. We're going to be knocking out a few more dollars. We had a $12 million day yesterday, so in theory, we could do nothing today and still be ahead. And that's without me, and then I forgot about these, right? Ooh, I don't know that was supposed to go. Yeah, this is supposed to go processor.
Deposit registered. Account credited.
Don't ask me how I got away with that.
Deposit accepted.
I also don't know how I cut that processor piece off, but it is what it is. There we go. And I did grab them from this side, right? Nope. Didn't grab them from the bottom either. Probably. I don't know if they're there or not, but let's go down here to this side. Give me a second to peek. Yeah. It's actually not a bad layup. Well, apparently it was. I guess these got cut. I didn't realize that was like a possibility, but only knows what else it decided to say I cut. Get done what we can, and looks like I'm not going to be paying too big of a price for what I just did. Processor. You too? Yeah. Processor. There's those two pieces right there. They got sliced, and I guess that somehow vented the atmosphere. Okay. You say so, boss. Either way, I'm gonna go ahead and head back into this cockpit. Bet you I just skipped those sides again, didn't I? You know what? Cockpit. I'll get those side guards the next time I come through. Alright, stinger time. Let's take off the end. Grab the light. Also, before I forget, because I often do, grab the light, pull it towards me. Grab the light, pull it towards me. Grab the light, pull it towards me. And you out my way too. Grab the light. Get it into here. That way I don't forget to grab these out of the tunnel. I'm really bad about that, including that panel. Which is the really important part. But alright, now there should be, yeah, let's get you out of the way, because you like to set on fire in a vacuum, which makes perfect sense. So you tried it again. Y'all seen that, right? Like, I'm not a crazy person. It's like, hey, he's gonna need to cut here. I'll just float in front of that. Oh, whoa, 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 what are you... Stop. Oh. I'm really good at throwing myself around in this game. Alright, this is all furnace. So I can send it. Well, no! Well, you go here. Well, I know I just lost the computer too. That's stupid. None of that stuff was... Oh, yeah. And I just threw the... Damn! Threw those in the processor instead of into the fucking barge. I just screwed that whole section up. Cost myself a good chunk of cash. This hasn't even decided to actually punish me for yet for some reason, because I know that bar up there ain't big enough. But whatever.
Applying credit.
Is that gonna? Okay. Kind of dumb that that did that.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
But if there's one thing this game is good for, it's being dumb.
Salvage deposit registered. Account
Right,
credited.
turn, and slide. And light. And processor. Please tell me I didn't hit the door. I did, but I think it's going to take the whole set anyway.
Processing valuable object. Credit awarded.
That light tried to escape. Alright. It shouldn't be too bad today because I got all this diced up. So I should be able to get it from all the angles easily enough. Do that. Oh, that did that. Ooh, first cut all the way through. Clean. Hold on, I gotta reply to a message real quick. Alright. Then back in. Sorry about that. Had a message there that I had to reply to real quick. But there's one of my viewers who I was actually replying to. This is a shout out to my homie Joe, working at Waffle House right now.
Material accepted.
He sent me a message on Discord asking if I was messing around on the jukebox. I told you no, I was not. That is something I would do. But I actually have evidence to prove that I wasn't. Because for me to have played the song, it would have had to have been during this recording. Although now it kind of makes it feel like I did it all just to set it up. So that now, look, I gave myself an alibi. When in all reality, I probably could. If I really wanted to do both at the same time. But
Processor deposit accepted.
I mean, actually,
Credits awarded.
now I kind of want to, like,
Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
I'm not gonna. I'm already doing bad enough this shift. The last thing I need to do is give myself some other dumb distraction. I wonder how much fuel I burned. I forgot to depressurize the airlock.
Processing object. Applying
And
credit to account.
because of how the venting worked there, that actually kind of saved my butt.
Deposited. Applying credit to account.
Because the air pushing out that way, pushed it all back.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
And a clutch. Alright. Let's go in here. We got 6.5 minutes. We'll cut this real quick. I really don't have much of a choice on it. They're gonna yell at me. No? That's good. I'm gonna take the end off of this. My usual decapping method. But, you know, classic fun. You're still connected, right? Cool. I can take this off and throw it in the furnace because I already disconnected this, which is what I really want. 585. It's $500,000 right there.
Credits transferred.
And I owe 602 of them at the beginning of this day, so... I mean... that random raisin toast, he says. I wish it was me, sir. I wish it was. I'm sorry, Joe. It wasn't me.
Salvage secured.
Of course, now, you know, you've reminded me that that's something I don't know if I can, actually. I don't know if I have your store on my list or not. But if I do,
Credits awarded.
now I might have to play something just to troll you. That is a bottle? Oh, I'm seeing the bottom of it. Oh, burned a light, don't care. I think I watched that happen and chose not to care in real time.
Salvage secured.
Alright, that's this section. Now, I would say I'm going to double check these pipes, but I know I did it, and so I'm just going to be a bad player and not double check them and assume that my memory is right. But if I'm wrong, I will be finding out right about now.
Warning. Fuel levels are low.
Good. Yeah, not low enough for me to do anything about it. I got 4 minutes left in this shift and a whole bunch of cutting to do in one area. And you say fuel levels are low, but like, I mean, I don't want to say a quarter, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like that's at least 20%. I'm gonna have to go in and measure the pixels on the bar for when the warning came through, and the overall pixels on the bar, and you know, go from there to see how full of shit it is. Or not, because I'm not gonna. Probably look it up online. There's probably just an answer somewhere. Alright. Get you in there. Pull you. Throw you in there. Knowing that the nacelles are light enough that I can just grab them and throw them is another one of those things where it's like, this was my reward for fully upgrading my strength. Alright, now. I've done this a few times, so I think I know what I'm doing. Yeah, set myself a little bit better of an angle. There we go. Extra careful with those. Now, I don't like either. There we go. That's a little bit better. And then plop you here. Hit V. All right. Plop you here. Hit V. Ooh. Man, if I can manage to pull all this off today, this would be clutch. If nothing else, just for disassembly. Dang it. Yep, I know. I see that happening here very shortly, Weaver. Well, on this shift, not on this ship. I don't know what kind of world you think we're living in, but that ain't gonna happen, buddy. But I think All right. Now, same thing. This is the angle. Through 1 and through 2. And then, yep. You are done, son. Get yanked. Oh, I got greedy. Alright, put another tether on it real quick. Honestly, put a couple on it. I'll just refill my tethers when I get back in. But 5.3 mil on the day. I would have loved to have gotten that 4th salvage goal, but I should have lined myself up a little bit better before the push there. But, you know, a little more MP, a couple more LT. We know the LT's maxed out. I have a feeling the MP is going to end up maxed out by the end of all this. But that's still a little ways off.
Good morning, Cutter 9346-52.
Overall, not bad. Brought home 5 mil. Got myself below 600 mil. Getting stuff done. Well, the front half of these ships usually are the longer ones for me. Wasn't the best day, but I got that end diced off, so now I can, you know, pull that tank and start getting into the juicy bits of this ship. Now that I figured out how to do it all through a hole, I might be a little better off, but we'll see how all that works out. I guess we'll have to find out a little bit more about that tomorrow on Hard Space Shipbreaker. Maybe there might be something else.